Some of y'all in the quote tweets and the replies to Clark's post that she made on Twitter really hammered home why we treat every man like y'all are all men, why we treat all of y'all the same. Y'all really hammered that home this weekend on Twitter. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Clark. She's a content creator on here, and she makes videos about her dating life in New York and also just being a student at Columbia. Over the weekend, or a couple days ago, she posted an exchange between her and a guy that she met off Hinge, where basically he invited her to a place for drinks, but the only thing is it was more closer to his house than it was to hers, and it was like way out of the way for her, right? Some of the people in the replies were just saying, I think you blew this out of proportion. You could have just said that wasn't gonna work for you, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. But he never took into consideration like how much it would be an inconvenience to her and how far out of the way she would have had to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, most times when I go on dates with people, they're always asking me where I stay. And on Hinge, you can see a person's location. So it's not like he didn't know that she stayed on the opposite side of town where he was. But when I go on dates with people, I've never had an issue with like a place not being convenient for both parties, mostly because when I'm talking to people and they're asking me where I stay, there's a conversation that's had and they're asking me, hey, is that going to be too far out for you? They are asking. The onus is on them to ask, right? Because they are planning the date, correct? So for him to even plan a date and not take into consideration the fact that, hey, she lives way on the other side of town, so maybe I should pick a midway point or somewhere that's close to halfway as we can get, really says a lot about him. Because come on now, you're inviting me to a place that's closer to your place. You want to get me drunk. What are you trying to do? You're only trying to do one thing, and she caught on to it. All the guys who were in those replies showing your asses, thank you for putting that target on your back and letting us know who we need to avoid when we are out here, dating. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you for that. We really, really do. All the young girls who are out here dating, don't lower your standards. Keep your standards the way that they are, and don't lower them for people who cannot rise to the occasion. Because if doing the bare minimum, i.e. just being considerate and making sure that the person you're going on a date with, or making sure that if they're going on a date with you, you are comfortable. If doing that is too much, then y'all don't need to be dating. They don't need to be dating you, and you don't need to be dating them, period.